You know what I really don't like? Spreadsheets. And rosters. I'm not made for them. It's not me. This is what the light looks like at 4 o'clock. I worked through my lunch. I had an assessment to do. I worked through my lunch, and by the time I looked up at the clock, it was 3 o'clock, and I was like, oh God. But that means that I can go to a Pilates class for back health, which is what I need. So I'm really excited about it. I've wanted to go to it for ages. So I'm going to go home, have a quick shower, and then go into my Pilates class, and then it'll be dark. But look at this wonderful sunshine. I wonder, can vitamin D get through this 6 miles of heavy cloud over Limerick? Probs not. I feel all stretched and exercised. I find it so hard to just do bloody exercise, but I do feel really good afterwards. If only I could get a little taste of the exercise feeling before, and then I would go and do it maybe more. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so I just went to the class there, and it's funny, you feel like you're not doing much in the class. Well, no, you do. There are hard parts, but then there's also more relaxed parts. But it is like the next day for the following week, like you were feeling the parts that were moved and stretched and pulled and pushed. So yeah, I do really recommend them, you guys. Glow Pilates, I really like them, and I like the atmosphere, and I like the people, and it's really nice. It's a nice place. Makes you want to go, do you know, because otherwise you wouldn't, do you know. So I'm sitting here now, fighting the urge to go to a drive-through and get some chips. I will not. But I'm looking out at the tide going out of the Shannon, and it's just mesmerising. The Shannon estuary in Limerick is tidal. Obviously an estuary is tidal, but right into the city. Yeah, it's a pretty city. I'm listening to a podcast called The Creep Dive, and they're talking about a haunted baby. I did something I never ever did before. I bought Cosmopolitan because it's got Jennifer Van Ness's pretty little face on it. I mean, I had to. It's the first time in the history of Cosmo that they have ever put a man on the cover, and I'm in love with it. Also, I had to get Barry's tea and bread and diesel. I was down to, like, don't tell James, but I was down to 21 miles. Okay, for the pedantics out there, it was actually 21 kilometers because Ireland drives in kilometers, but hey ho, I was very low, and that's the point. Okay, so I just got home. James, I think, has just pulled in as well, and it's late. It's like 7 o'clock, and we need something really quick to eat, so it's gonna be pasta. I could do potatoes. Oh, I'd have to peel the potatoes. Nobody has time for that. Some sort of creamy pasta mushroom dish with spinach. Yeah. Even better, leftover red sauce. I'm gonna make it a thing. Heat it up. Make it a thing. I love it when Beans just sits like this. I mean, he was forcibly got into this position, but sometimes he doesn't stay there, you know? It's nice. It's nice, Beans. Little mommy. What are you doing? Oh. What are you doing, Toasty? Do you want to come up softly with mommy? No? Okay. This one likes me. This one likes me. Yes, you do. Yeah, you like a little head rub and a neck rub. Yeah. Yes. Everything we eat looks like this.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I was there. The war between the Daleks and the Time Lords, and the whole of creation and state. My people with strength. It's what we can do.
Where's number 2? Where's number 2, Beans? Find number 2. Oh, there it is. You can't count. What are we doing sending him to expensive kitten school for? Toasty. Toasty.
You know what they call me in the ancient legends of the Dalek homeworld? The uncovered stone.
Yum.
Man by your own flesh. The stink of humanity.
So, apparently I've ruined Christmas.
I haven't ruined it. Just you've come close.
Come close.
I'm ruining. She has just been taking tea bags from that tea calendar willy-nilly.
No, I was following just the top.
It's
And I was
an
going to go
advent
down
calendar.
and then...
So there's numbers underneath. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's all over the place like an advent calendar.
You ever
So,
forgive me?
Thankfully, you've only drunk from number 6.
Right.
And conveniently number 4 or something. So tomorrow, we've got 3 and 4.
Okay.
Or 2, 1
Are we
and 2,
catching up?
1 and 2. We'll drink the 2 missing ones tomorrow. And then you follow the rules. Like Jesus wanted. Jesus gave us new numbers for a reason.
Yeah.
Numbers to follow.
Well,
It's his birthday.
yeah.
It's what he wants.
Yeah. He was Middle Eastern.
I'm not gonna just start.
They did give
I'm
us
not gonna-
numbers.
I'm not gonna like burn this part of the candle and then burn that bit.
It's
Or
true.
burn
It's
it
true.
all.
You're so right. You're right, James.
Sometimes, Grace, I think you just don't take me seriously.
I do love. I love you so much.
Yeah.
This is why you're the Monica, and I'm. I don't know.
You're also the Monica.
Am I? No. Well, maybe. Both Monicas.
Bit of Phoebe for anything.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. James, what are we drinking then?
Caramel, vanilla, and honey,
Oh,
and Revitalize.
Revitalize.
Apparently that's a flavour.
Yeah, apparently.
I know it's got ginger in it because I can smell it.
Ooh, okay.
On the 24th,
Yeah.
the tea is the Sleepy Time tea.
Oh, to have you go to sleep for Santa?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's it because you'd be so excited on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's true.
So they give you a sleepy tea.
Did you know we've got lots of kids watching?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're mainly
'cause-
watching for the cats, though.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Um,
Comments?
well, we all get excited about Santa coming on the 25th.
So we have to have a sleepy time tea to
Sleepy
put us
time
to
tea.
sleep.
Yeah. I always recommend a warm orange or warm milk.
Now you say warm orange, like I should know what that is.
I've been saying this all night. You've been going.
I know, but
It's just hot orange. It's just orange juice.
Juice?
And hot
Okay.
orange juice and hot water.
I literally thought you just like put an orange in a microwave, and for some
It's
reason.
like, we used to always drink
smells
when
nice,
it
maybe,
was
I
a
don't know.
Christmas drink.
Oh really?
Sometimes you didn't want tea and it was cold outside. They'd bring
Hot
hot
orange
Like
juice.
yeah. So you put a little bit of orange juice and then just like some hot water.
Right. Okay. All right.
Well, I know what you're having.
Well,
At some point.
apparently. So we're watching Doctor Who. Tennant has arrived, my favourite Doctor, and I'm crocheting in. I haven't opened my most recent thing. Oh, we had a crisis. The shelf fell down. Beans jumped up on it, and he was a fat bum, and he broke my shelf. I mean, it was really shoddily put in, to be honest.
Yeah, I know the landlord.
The landlords are pretty dreadful, but what can you do?
Chances. I'm that sort of a man. By the ancient rites of combat, I continue to scavenge here for the rest of time. Potential. When you talk of the earth, then make sure that you tell me.
So all I've managed to do is do a little bit of crocheting tonight, because what I have been doing instead is setting up this year's retreats. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've spent 3 hours on it tonight, and I've managed to get a few bits in gear. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a crisis. Well, not really crisis. It's just I've run 5 retreats, Babbles retreats. I absolutely love running them so much, but it's getting to a stage where I'm starting to realize that I'm kind of it's not really sustainable at the current pricing. I'm watching Carmen from A Yarn Story. Actually, she is going to offer this class, which is very interesting, called I think it's called Know Your Worth, and it's all about business and pricing and the value of your work. And yeah, she's going to be having that class at Yarndale, I think, next year. I think that that might not be true now at all. Have a look at A Yarn Story, have a look at Carmen's Instagram and see what she says. But it's very true. If you don't price something right, then you're going to, price yourself out of it. You're not going to be able to do it anymore at that price. So even though I want to make it affordable for everybody, in the end it ends up not being affordable for me. So, and I've also been talking with my with the hotel that runs it, and she's in the same sort of position, and she loves having us. She absolutely loves having us, but it's almost to the stage where we're like friends, and we both need to treat it like a bit of a business instead, but also friends. It's hard. Also, she started knitting, so that's an expensive hobby. We got to keep her in wool. So, yeah, I'm having to raise the price of the retreats. But what that means is that they can continue then. Because what happens is I often, coming up to the retreats, I work probably, I'd put a solid week into it beforehand. And that's like a week of 10-hour days, split up over 3 months, organising all of the the different events, all of the not events, but all of the market, the yarn market, setting up the ticket releases, setting up the pay schedules, the advertising, the marketing, getting together all of the different gifts, getting together all of the, it's a lot of work. And then there's the actual retreats themselves. I take off the Friday off of work, and I take the following Monday off of work as well. Now, I normally host them over long weekends, so I normally have the bank holiday Monday, although technically this Easter, which is when the next retreat is going to be, I had to give up a long shift on Easter Sunday to go and do the retreats, and there's no way I'd make that money back by doing the retreats. But I love doing the retreats. So, that's not sustainable, really. So, it's really hard to value yourself and value your work when you're also having such good fun with everybody, I feel like I get a lovely holiday as well, but at the same time it's not really a holiday. It is a bit of work. It's enjoyable work, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't deserve to get paid for it. It's really hard to say. This t-shirt says great catch. Not wrong. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to put this bit into Vlogmas. I don't know. Feels a bit real. But that's me. I mean, you get me and you get honesty. And I think honesty is the best thing really for this sort of situation, because otherwise it's just going to be like, oh, who does she think she is? Raising prices all over the shop. But there is reasons for it. Like last year there was really big hikes on hotel accommodation. The price, the taxes on it went massive, and I absorbed in the cost, and I lost money on that retreat actually, which was painful. Yes, I'm getting to a little bit of a cash flow situation, which has encouraged me to have a proper look at the finances, and have a proper look and see how much actually it's worth, and how much, and is it actually worth, is it sustainable, am I able to keep doing it? And I desperately want to keep doing it. So it's down to brass tacks, and yeah, I'm having to raise the prices, and that's okay. It is what it is, and I really want to keep doing these retreats, and this is how it's going to happen. Otherwise it's a situation of no retreats, which I don't want to happen. I think I'm the only one doing retreats in Ireland in an actual solid place. There are some other retreats, but they're kind of tours. Knitting Tours does them, and they pick you up at the airport and stuff, so if you want to travel Ireland, but actually for Irish people living in Ireland wanting to set it up, I think I might be the only person doing them. And I have so many interesting opportunities to do more of them with very interesting people who have put out feelers to say that they're interested in coming over. But the thing is that I need to have that cash flow to be able to put forward the money to fly people in and put them up for accommodation and that sort of thing. So that's another thing that I need to, in order to grow the business, I need to raise the prices. Money's so hard to talk about, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for listening to my little pricing rant. And yeah, so the tickets will be going on sale soon, before Christmas soon, like Christmas present type soon, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited now. But well, that did mean that I didn't manage to knit anything on my cardigan. But I did manage to knit quite a lot on it the last time. Now I got it's in this beautiful bag. This is the new bag that I got from Terry. I think they're still in her shop. So My Cottage Number 9 is her shop name. She's on Etsy. So yeah, I managed to knit like a little bit more. But yeah, the yarn I got out. What's the next yarn? What? So it kind of jumps quite quickly from that to that. And I was looking at the rainbow, and I think I'm going to have to rejig my rainbow a little bit. So they're already out. I've already opened them. So yeah, I think, I don't know. We'll see. I might need to move it on a bit quicker. It might get a little bit boring if it's just like really slow fade. And I might never get to the colors because I'm doing like 3 colors each. 3 colors multiplied by 24 is 70 something. And on the actual image itself, it's really only had about 30 something. So I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to cut down on the color. I'm going to just do it every 2 stripes. And then I'll actually have loads of yarn left over, maybe to do the Adventuresome wrap by Amber O'Brien. I might be able to use it for twice in the month, which would be good. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go to bed. It is, oh, midnight. Great, midnight. Okay, fab. I gotta go to bed. I gotta edit this and then I gotta go to bed. Will I edit it in the morning? Probably. See you when I see you. Bye.